Welcome back to Press Review. Let me start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. Starting in Riyadh, the Arab News reports that Saudi Arabia and Russia discussed Monday prospects of reaching a diplomatic solution to the 3-year-old Syrian crisis that has claimed the lives of more than 100,000 and left millions of Syrians homeless. The paper also reports that the Council of Ministers has approved an agreement with Yemen to swap persons jailed in the two countries. In Iran, the Tehran Times leads reporting that Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and 7 cabinet members arrived in Turkey's capital Ankara yesterday in a 3-day visit to discuss ways to boost bilateral relations between the two countries. The paper also reports that Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that the major powers must make tough decisions in nuclear talks with the Islamic Republic so that a final deal could be struck to resolve the decade-old dispute. From the UAE, the Gulf News leads reporting that the Pakistani Taliban have claimed responsibility for a brazen attack on Karachi airport by a squad of 10 heavily armed gunmen, which is likely to dash hopes of a peace deal with the militant group. The paper also reports that Staff Major General Pilot Sheikh Ahmed bin Tahnoon Al Nahyan, chairman of the National Service, has said that the first batch of 7,000 Emirati conscripts will be called for training in September. From the Lebanon, the Daily Star reports that Education Minister Ilyas Abu Saab remained adamant on holding official school exams, dismissing calls to postpone the tests from Speaker Nabih Berri as well as civil servants who threatened an open-ended strike after a parliament session on wage hike failed to achieve quorum. The paper also reports that the Qatar party leader Amin Jmail has reiterated that parliament could not legislate in light of a presidential void. And the Egypt Independent reports that Chancellor Abdel Sattar Imam, head of the criminal court, said that publishing pictures and names of harassed girls on social networking media caused them psychological damage and tarnishes their reputation. The paper also reports that spokesperson for the presidency, Ihab Badawi, said the President Abdel Fattah Sisi has accepted the resignation of a number of former advisors to President Adli Mansour. And now let's take a look at the top Middle East news from papers here in the UK. The Independent leads Middle East news reporting that a British boy who had been trapped in Syria for 3 years has finally reached safety after crossing the border into Jordan. The paper says that Mu'ad's father, Wa'il Zain, launched a public campaign to save his son, and following a petition and support from the public, the British Embassy in Amman worked with Jordanian authorities to obtain permission for Mu'ad to cross to safety on Friday. The Guardian reports that a video of a woman being stripped naked and assaulted by a mob during mass celebrations marking the inauguration of new President Abdel Fattah Sisi has sparked outrage in Egypt. The paper says outcry at the attacks intensified after a female television presenter, Maha Bahnasi, excused the assaults as the product of men letting off steam because they are happy. Her comments came just days after the government criminalized sexual harassment for the first time. Also from the UK, The Telegraph reports that a British woman who claims she was secretly married to King Fahd of Saudi Arabia has won a key victory in a multi-million-pound legal battle as the High Court rejected a state immunity claimed by the late monarch's son. The paper says the case will open the way for a full hearing which risks embarrassing the House of Saud by exposing details of life inside what Mrs. Harb has previously described as a royal harem, as well as new claims about their business dealings. And now let's take a look at the top Middle East news in international papers. The Deutsche Welle reports on the Israeli parliament electing the country's new president today as 90-year-old Shimon Peres steps down in July after 7 years in office. The paper calls it an end to an era, saying Peres is seen as the diplomatic face of Israel abroad, often called upon to mediate when Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's right-wing settler-friendly government had upset the international community. The international New York Times reports that Syrian President Bashar al-Assad has issued a decree on Monday granting a general amnesty for all crimes except acts of terrorism. Syria State Television reported. The paper says, according to Sana, the state news agency, the amnesty decree on Monday applied to foreigners who entered Syria with the purpose of joining a terrorist group or committing a terrorist act, providing they return themselves into authorities within a month. And finally, China's Global Times reports that bilateral ties between Turkey and Iran have moved further since Hassan Rouhani was elected as the Iranian president. Turkish Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan said on Monday, after the two sides endorsed 10 deals in several sectors, including banking, transportation and energy. That was it for today. For more updates, please visit us on Levant.tv. Thanks for watching Press Review. Be sure to join us again tomorrow, and bye for now.